your talk.
So yeah, hi. How's everybody today?
हेलो हाय गुड आई वाज लिसनिंग योर मॉर्निंग कॉल तो अभी
Listen,
जस्ट देखा या अभी जस्ट देखा कर इट्स 1500 आवर्स तो आई जस्ट इमीडिएटली आई स्विच्ड ऑफ टू दिस थिंग 52 मिनट तो सुन लिया बचा है अभी थोड़ा सा और
हाँ थोड़ा ही बचा होगा. I think
हाँ
so.
या इट वाज वेरी नाइस हाँ
It
एंड योर
was.
कॉन्वर्सेशन विद संजू ने जो शेयर किया ओ गॉड इट वाज अमेजिंग
Now just imagine this same girl on the first day of this program, like
हाँ
1 month program. She was crying because she heard some random people who died. Uh,
हाँ
and she was like, I'm so fearful of death. I'm so fearful of this and that. And then I'm just so angry. And she was telling so many things, which she also called me that I want a personal session with you. I said, right now I'm not taking personal session. Come on the call every day. And today you see her, the change. Like it's,
अमेजिंग
you know,
ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन
10 days
मोर देन 10 days I think
approximately.
या
So
सभी
at
आई
20,
थिंक आई गेस सभी में ये ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन बहुत सिग्निफिकेंटली दिख रहा है लाइक फॉर मी ऑल्सो ये डेथ जो है ये जो जितने लोग हैं हमारे यहाँ पे उन सब लोगों को डेथ बहुत हर्ट कर रहा है सबसे ज्यादा जो अनरेस्ट है जो प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है इश्यूज इट इज रिलेटेड टू डेथ स्पेशली द यंग वंस हु आर डाइंग
correct. It
सो
is painful, yes.
इट्स वेरी पेनफुल तो वो अभी तक तो ऐसा होता था कि लिटरली जहां सुनती थी कि मैं 2-3 दिन तक तो उससे बाहर ही नहीं आ पाती थी कि क्यों मेरे पहचान का हो या ना हो इवन
Yeah, correct.
तो अब ये हो गया है कि थोड़ी देर लगता है बहुत बुरा थोड़ी देर बहुत बुरा लगता है बट लाइक फिर इट्स ऑल डेस्टिनी फिर थोड़ी देर आप रहते हो उस स्टेट में बट बाद में फिर अगेन आप यू बैक टू योर नॉर्मल सो ये जो चेंज आया है ये आई थिंक सोल टेम्पल करने के बाद में मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है एंड आई एम सीरियसली थिंकिंग कि आफ्टर 21st क्या करने वाली हूँ अब मैं दोपहर को 3 बजे से इतना अच्छा सेशन डेली का एंड यू नो व्हाट कल मैं शाम को आपका वो वाला ग्रुप ज्वाइन की कि मैं नीलम वाला भी वापस से आज फिर से
Um,
अटेंड करूंगी एंड जब मैंने देखा कि इट वाज 7 to 8 अर्लियर आई थॉट द क्लास टाइमिंग इज
6.
6 to 7 so when I saw it 7 to 8 I'm like oh god क्योंकि 7 to 8 I'm already attending one class गीता भगवत
Okay.
गीता की क्लास 18 days का कोर्स कर रही हूँ so
Okay.
I am attending on the same time I don't want to miss that also
Obviously.
and I just thought कि चलो इसका recording मिल जाएगा but when I heard this morning call and you said there is no recording on I'm like क्या यार दोनों हाथ में लड्डू नहीं मिल सकते
No, because yesterday's call बहुत personal stuff.
anger yeah
सब लोग बोले. So I
yeah
didn't want to put it out anywhere.
no it's
Uh,
okay
it is, but मुझे बहुत yesterday's call brought me into a lot of realization. I mean, uh, it's so easy to flip into an emotion which can be destructive and
hmm.
then continue in that space for a very long time if we don't uh, bring back our guards and just get back to the regular,
Hmm.
like how we said, the normal self. So it is very easy to make say whether it's anger or whether it is sadness or whether it is grief or whether it is any emotion which is, I wouldn't call it negative, but I would call it limiting.
Hmm.
Okay, it limits us. And they are real. We cannot run away from it. We should not run away from it. We have to acknowledge and express whatever it is, the anger, the grief, the sadness, every emotion has its place in existence. But
True
some emotions like anger and grief are those emotions which kind of, they can, after a little while, they can destroy you.
huh they can create some aches and pains in your body or create some disease in
They
your
can
body
destroy you in many which ways.
हाँ
They can create disharmony in relationships. They can
hmm.
create you to just drown into that emotion. Um, this reminds me again when I was doing the Bhagavad Gita class for kids.
Hmm.
Oh, somebody else. So I was doing this Bhagavad Gita class for kids, and there is this shloka. I don't remember. If I have that. I'll just talk about it. So I was taking this book with which I was teaching children something around Bhagavad Gita. And well, I don't remember the whole thing, but it was that shloka which says Nainam Chindanti Shastrani.
It was yesterday in our yesterday's class. Same God.
Okay.
Amazing.
So that, but you know, the way the kids looked at it and the way I and the kids spoke about it, it's not like big uh, pravachan or
Hmm.
slok, about soul. Oh my God, the soul is indestructible. Nothing like that. I was talking. It was two 8-year-old kids, one 9-year-old kid, one 13, one 11, and like 5 or 6 kids. So that shloka is like Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavaka, Na Chainam Kliyadyantyako, Na Soshati Marutaha. I think, if I'm not wrong. It's been years since I've read it. So it's about the actual meaning of the verse is that the soul cannot be uh, tortured by, it cannot be
Aag. I
killed
think
by
what?
weapons. It cannot be
Ha.
killed by weapons. It cannot
Fire.
be burned by fire. It cannot be drowned by
Yeah.
water, and it cannot be um, kind of, it just basically, it's about the soul is indestructible, if I
Yeah.
have to say it in very simple words. So when I was teaching these kids the Bhagavad Gita, I didn't talk to them about soul, anything. I said, uh, what are the emotions which can burn us, which can drown us, which can be like weapons, and which can make us just go haywire, right? And that was, I converted it into that. And then the students only started saying that the thing that can destroy you like weapons is anger,
Hmm.
hatred, right? And the thing that can burn you is things like jealousy and all of that, okay, in that line. The thing that can drown you, the emotion that can drown you is sadness, okay?
Hmm.
And so the like the air element, they compare to the mind that wanders. When your mind is
Hmm.
wandering in a fantasy world, then you're not being present, and that can take you anywhere. You can get lost in it. So when we were talking about this, the way the children came up, I said, okay, so now give me an example when you have been very angry and then it was destroying your peace. Okay, when you were very sad and it didn't allow you to be happy again. So children are so present. They don't have like us, oh, 10 years 10 years
Correct.
before this happened, 20 years before this happened, oh, my mother-in-law told me this, or my father,
Stories.
all of that. So they are so present. They were talking about yesterday this happened.
Hmm.
So this boy, one of my friend's child who was there, he said yesterday, Friday night, and me and Papa had decided that after he comes back from office and everything, we are going to go for a movie. No, movie or football game, something like that. Okay. And then, but he came so tired, and then he didn't take us anywhere. And then I was very angry. Okay. He's narrating this. He said, I was very angry.
Hmm.
And then he said, and after some time, I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't want to eat food. And I went and I closed my room. And I was just sitting with myself. And then I cried a lot also.
Hmm.
And then after that, Mama shouted, and then I had to eat food and I slept off. But since today morning, I'm not talking to my papa. So So this is Friday evening and this is Saturday. And Saturdays was my class.
Hmm.
Okay. Children are so simple, right? And then I said, see, now this anger is like a weapon that can destroy the peace of your mind. And this sadness, the tears in which you were crying, can drown you into it. And then uh, now that you're not talking, then you're thinking so many things, and that thinking can actually be something which can, again, put you into something that you're not. So this boy was like, yeah, correct. And then I was like, okay, what other option do we have? Do we have another choice? Today, if you let go that anger and if you let go that sadness, if you let go that, not talking, what will happen today and tomorrow? Today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday, you have a holiday, Papa has a holiday, Mama has a holiday. What will happen if you let go of it? So then immediately children are children, right? They're excited. And they're like, yeah, then today we can go for basketball and then we can go to the club and we can do swimming and then we can go for a movie. Rah, 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 rah. Over.
Shift. Shifted to another energy. भूल गई गुस्सा.
It was just this much. Of course, they don't need Soul Temple.
Their soul is actually a temple.
They just need a different perspective. Somebody to tell them that it's okay. Your anger is justified. Your sadness is justified.
Hmm.
Everything is fine. But if you're going to remain in that, what will happen today?
You'll spoil another one day in that
Your whole
anger.
weekend will get spoiled. And
Correct.
then that boy was, Kya Badana auntie, yes, you're correct. Today, after this class, I'm going to go do this and do that, and that excitement. This is the being when you're being your natural way of being, like a child, right? That what I spoke in my morning call about innocence.
Hmm.
This innocence, we lose it in trying to be something, trying to be wise, but actually that wisdom that we think is wisdom is ignorance, by the way. We lose our laughter, we lose everything that could actually be so much fun. Life could be so much fun. I'm not saying that if somebody's died, you're going to laugh.
Hmm.
Okay, you're not going to laugh. You are going to cry. You are going to be sad. You are going to be upset. But I remember this example that my mother-in-law used to give me uh, when I used to live with her. She said when my father-in-law died, she was just like about 36 years old. And my ex-husband was like 15, and my brother-in-law was like 17. Okay. So in that point in time, all the relatives came and they were mourning and this and that and big tamjam and that whole mourning ceremony and 15 days and so much expenses, and it was crazy. It was, instead of them actually feeling the sadness and the grief, it was burden of responsibility of like that many people who came to take care
Hmm.
of them and having to take care of all the expenses of these people, and everybody eating, drinking, sleeping and going off, except a handful of people who were really really with them and sad. Everybody else was just having a gala time. So all these mourning ceremonies and all that bullshit crap that are community things that we do, we just need two or three good really true friends who are genuinely there with you, rather than this big ceremony and this nonsense that we all do. My mother-in-law at that time also, she used to say that when I die, don't do anything more than 3 days. I don't want this 13 days on that crap. I don't want anybody to come sit at home for, I mean, that is then 86. Nowadays, of course, anybody doesn't have time that much. So all that is anymore anyways not happening now. But what I'm saying is, then the next example that she would always give, and I can never forget it, because these are the things which have made such an impact to my way of looking at life, because these are real life things, these are not stories, right? So her bua at that time, who's no more now, her bua was a widow. So she knew the pain of not having a husband.
Hmm.
So she came, and after all the morning ceremony, etc., everything is done. Those 15 days, everybody's gone. And then that lady came, who is alone and like has nobody, no children, nothing. And mummy used to always say that that lady, she came and she never used to sit and cry. She never used to talk about Babaji. She used to always like, chalo tash khelte, let's play cards. Let's watch a movie. Let's go for a walk. Let's do this. Let's do that. And she used to get all these three of them and get out of all this and like, let's play. Let's do again. Life, there is more to life, right? And I think within 2 months. So was she a healer or a therapist or somebody very wise who knew that we all have to get on with life? Okay. And my mother-in-law would not remember those people who cried and who made everybody feel so miserable. She would rather remember this woman who came and made everybody laugh, who made them play again, who showed them a different life, that there is more to life. And this is, I'm talking about my own family. I'm not talking about some XYZ case, right? So when I used to, like, when my mother-in-law used to tell all these stories, I used to like, wow, you know, um, this is the spirit we all got to have. And what did I learn from that? That whenever she used to fall sick, I would not sit and like tell her that you're so sick and everything. I would like, acha chalo, let's, if you can't walk, if she would have fractures very often, I would say, okay, if we can't walk, let's do something. We'll do some handwork. We'll do some painting. We'll do some crochet. We'll do something that she used to love. I used to get her books to read. So, uh, this is what it is. The least, I mean, if it is your own family member who's gone, naturally you will cry and you need somebody to come and do this for you. But if it is somebody else who has lost some loved one, first it's good to work on your own emotions and then show them a different possibility. Show them that okay, there's more to life. Let's get up, let's play, let's do this, let's do that. And not just that, I remember the book read group that I started like long back last year. So there was this lady who said, I lost my husband 2 months ago and I'm very, very sad. And I don't even know who she is. She just joined my group. I still don't know who she is. And I'm very bad at remembering names because I meet so many people, I talk to so many people that I forget the names and there's no need to know the name also. But this lady, she joined the book read group and she used to listen to the book reads. And then one day she started telling me that after say a month and a half or so, she said, you know, now it just feels nice. Just hearing to the book reads every day and I'm able to get on with life. And thank you so much. I didn't do any therapy. I didn't do anything. She, I do, actually, I don't even, as I said, I don't even know. Now, these are the simple, you know, messages of gratitude when they come to me. And, you know, this, these things that I've experienced in my life, which have taught me that it is no point in staying in a limited emotion of sadness or it's sadness is, I like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just natural. It's just natural to be sad. It's just natural to be angry. These are all natural. See, the only four emotions that are real are sadness, anger, fear, and happiness. So as long as we are just with these four, sadness, anger, fear, and happiness, and only keep it to that much, then it is all good. But when we make it exaggerated, when we convert the sadness into extreme grief, and just living in that grief, when we make that anger into hatred and rage, when we make that fear into phobia, and even happiness, when we make it exaggerated, like, oh, I'm on the top of the world, and then, oh, you'll have to come back to the normal world one day. So nothing is right or wrong. It's real and exaggerated. There are some feelings which are real, and there are some feelings which are exaggerated. And when we are with the real feelings, it's being authentic, being real, choosing to come out of it, and choosing a different possibility. But when we do exaggeration of those feelings, and when we make it so big in our heads, then that becomes destructive. Then that becomes a limited, a limited space to live in. So what? So what is the way out? The way out first is to not suppress any feelings. The way out is first to acknowledge what you're feeling, the real feelings, and differentiate between real and exaggerated. Okay, you have to learn to differentiate between this is my real feeling and this is an exaggerated feeling. For example, if Drishti was asking yesterday that I was feeling very low, feeling very low is just a momentary time and space. Now, if we exaggerate that, oh, this might happen, that might happen, this is possible, that is possible, I might die, this person might die, that might happen, COVID might happen, etc., 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 etc. Now, this is all exaggerated. When we come back to the real, that is very small. That's very small and it's easy to change. But if we are living in the exaggerated version of the feelings, then it is very difficult to change. But we have not educated ourselves enough to learn all. I have learned these things. That's why I'm able to talk about it. Even
So
I
was
used to.
my exaggeration?
Yes, it is. Definitely.
What I was doing was exaggeration.
Definitely is. It is exaggeration. All of us do that. Overthinking is exaggeration. Overthinking about something is exaggeration. We can be cut, come to real. Real, what is happening? Why am I doing all of this overthinking? What is the real feeling behind it? We all got to learn to come to the real. Okay. And when we come to the real and then acknowledge, oh, really, this is what it is. Okay. And then it is very quick and very easy to change. Very, very easy to change. And sometimes you don't have to change it also. You just have to be with it for some time. Like that is what I told yesterday in the call with Neelam, in that conversation about anger, that sometimes you just have to be with it. That let it be. Okay, right now I'm angry. I don't want to talk to anybody. And right now it's really, really boiling inside of me. Even if that boiling is exaggeration, but right now I know I'm extremely angry. For me to come down to my normal little bit of anger and then acknowledge that anger and then come out of it is going to take me some time. Fine. Now that if we all can actually learn to talk like this, our self-conversation, if our self-conversation can be this, like we can have this clarity, then it is very easy to acknowledge, identify where is it coming from, who is reacting, how old am I being, and then change. And then who does it belong to? All of that, there are so many tools. The advantage of doing these workshops and learning these tools is that I'm talking like the way I'm talking. There was a time when I could incessantly go exaggerating all my feelings and feeling miserable. Absolutely miserable. And it felt like there is no happiness in the world. There is nothing to be happy about. But when you come back, you know that, oh, all this was like the figment of my imagination, and I'm going on and on and on and on and on and on, obsessively making a small thing very big. Then you realize that, okay, I'm just making a, what do you call that, mountain of a, you know, rai ka pahad. So then, okay, fine. For now, if I'm not able to change it, it's okay. I'll just be with it. Let me take a day out. Let me take 2 days out. Let me not make it significant, but just let me give myself the time and space to actually introspect what's going on inside of me. Instead of always looking at what other people are doing, you, no matter how much you look at what other people are doing, trust me, I've tried my life out, nothing is going to change. The moment you start looking inwards, the moment you start looking at, okay, what's going on for me in this? What is my feeling? What, you know, not just what is my feeling, but also how many times have I felt this way? Is my feeling real, or is it like a mixture of lot many people's thoughts which I'm perceiving?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
So, all these people, Shaheen Bhatt, Deepika Padukone and all, this, it has been said that they have been clinically depressed since many years now.
Hmm.
So I'm asking that if they have the world's best doctors working on them, so many nice medicines, so many people around them, then how come they're not able to come out of it? If, like, even they do meditation, even they do everything, they have the world's best doctors and everything, then how come they don't come out of it?
I don't know. I have not worked with them, so I can't say.
God says that even I'm there. So some karmas are doing now. So they are doing their work and God is doing his work. So karmas में वो हो जाता होगा.
No, it's not about karma. Sorry.
Then Didu, then Didu.
It's choice.
Okay.
Whereas, but then you think they're so ahead in their careers and everything, they're open-minded, they're everything. Like, so you think they don't choose to be happy? Like, really?
There is a very high possibility that don't even know what is required to be happy. Because they are living in a very glamorous world where they have to always put on a show of how they are. They are not living their authentic lives.
Whereas I have a family friend's mother who is very clinically depressed, and the psychiatrist told the father that she will just she's any moment she can suicide, like she's so depressed, and she's come out of it so well, so well. She's so happy and she's healing so many people now.
Yeah,
Just
so that is what that's choice. It is not about karma, it is choice. And also, see, uh, the more glamorous the life is on the outside, the more hollow it is on the inside, whether we like it or not, because especially celebrities, they have to put on a show. They don't have options. They can't, just walk without makeup anywhere. They can't. I have met a lady on one of my, uh, what do you call that, trips, travels that I travel so much. So one of my travels, I met this lady in a share cab, and she said, I'm the judge of a reality show, music reality show on a V channel, VH some channel, okay? And I'm not a TV fan, so I don't know what it is. So we had just simple conversations like for 2 hours, 3 hours when I was traveling from Pune to Mumbai. And she was so happy, simply talking. She was like, oh my God, you have such a free life. We can never live a life like this. Because when we get out of house, we have to put on makeup and we have to look glamorous. And then when we go to our offices, we have to put on whether we are happy or not, we have to put on a fake smile. Then when these children are performing, we have to clap, we have to do all the nautanki that is required for that show to, excel. So she was telling all of that, and then she said, uh, she actually she actually bent down on her knees and she told me, will you be my therapist? I said, what is this? She
Wow.
said, she said that even to your boyfriend, you may not tell everything. Even to your parents, you may not tell everything. But to your therapist, you have to tell everything. Right? And one has to be so careful to choose which therapist to go to. And she said, after talking to you all this while, and she said, I've been into music for 25 years. And so the voice of a person can tell me how good that person is. And your voice tells me that I want you to be my therapist. I was like, wow. So I've had such experiences which have like really, really made me learn so much about life. And so these people, this lady, when I went to her house, it's a very small one room apartment. Her son and her ex-husband was in America somewhere, and she moved. And so every day she would talk on Skype to her son. And every day morning she has to go to her whatever, shoot and everything. And she'll come back in the night, 9:30. She said, the first thing I want to do is remove all these clothes, remove all these accessories, and just come back to my pajamas. Because it's so heavy. To put on a mask and live your entire day. And when I come back home, and then she told me some very beautiful things which I can never forget, because she said, so this home is my temple, Vandana. And I don't allow anybody to come here. Not my directors, not my producers, not anybody. Because first of all, it's a very small house, and the camouflage that we have to live is like, oh, as if we have all the great things in the world. And then she said, with you, I felt so simple. I felt so joyful that I can just be myself. And then we spoke the whole night. I did one therapy and then I left. I've never met her again, ever. I don't even have her number, I think so. These are like one night stands.
खाया पिया कुछ नहीं, गिलास थोड़ा भरा ना. One night stand.
So, but what I learned from that lady was phenomenal. I had so much gratitude for my life that I don't put any makeup. I remove my earrings also today. I'm just free, man. I don't have to put on a show. How liberating it is for you to be able to just be yourself. Not have to be a certain way because the world wants you to be that way. Why will I ever get depressed?
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you were talking about the choice. I don't know how to make that choice. I mean, there's a conflict all the time. I am an overthinking. I've read overthinker, and I know it's a problem, and there's a constant fight inside me, that I know that there's whatever I'm thinking is not logical. They are just exaggeration, as you said.
Yeah.
But how do I pull myself back into the...
See, I've already told you once that getting your bars run. Okay? Get your bars run for a week, 10 days, 20 days, and you will see the change. I know Access Bars is one tool which can really bring people out of depression in a couple of days. It's beautiful. Just running
Get
those...
your bars run, matlab?
There's a modality called Access Bars, Access Consciousness. And that is about 32 points on your head, which when you touch and you give some commands and do the clearing statement, it releases all the emotional charge of the past without even getting into the story.
So
And
where will we find them?
It's you browse the website www.accessconsciousness.com, and whichever city you're in, there are facilitators across the country, across the globe.
Okay.
I also teach Access Bars, and there are so many bars practitioners and facilitators even on the group here.
Yes, I am too.
Yeah.
तो एक्सपीरियंस बहुत अच्छा रहता है. मैं सिर्फ बार प्रैक्टिशनर हूँ, तो मेरा भी एक्सपीरियंस बहुत अच्छा रहा है इसके साथ. जर्नी कहूँगी एक्चुअली. Thank you.
So it is.
So yeah, Bandha, I agree to what you're saying, but you know, some days are so bad, like you know, like for today, for example, again, I mean, I'm not even functional because of my overthinking and this
Yeah, but that
exaggerating
is
thoughts
when
at
you have to
home.
go and get your bars run.
Give me an e-pass here, I'll come to you. Not telling you what to do.
How about doing a soul's temple on overthinking?
We can do it, but that is not just enough. I know about it. I mean, I know her case, and so I'm telling that because Soul Temple is again putting you into stories of your past sometimes, and especially with case of depression, uh, you need something which will just put you out of the stories and which you can just lie down, relax, and receive. So that is Access Bars, and that really is going to help. I see when I learned hypnotherapy, we were strictly told that don't do self hypnosis or meditation when you're clinically depressed because it's not the best choice. Meditation or self hypnosis and all of that. Doing while depression, you can literally bring in all the surrounding energies that vibrate from with your frequency, and suddenly your head will be so, it'll feel so bloated and exaggerated, all the thoughts, that you won't even know that, oh, it's only this much is mine and this much is all the other energies that I'm perceiving. So it's important to learn these things for yourself. If you're feeling that I'm going often into this depressive streets, then go out, invest time, invest money, learn, practice, educate yourself, share with other people. That is how it will change.
So
It
for
is-
that, we physically have to come to you to do it.
Nowadays BAS classes are being done online too, but I would still prefer a physical class, on-site class than an online class.
So in that, you just massage your head in some points, and
It's not massage, it's just touch. It's, if you look into www.accessconsciousness.com and Access Bars, ACCESSBARS, you'll get the information. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the things which when we, people will tell me, oh my God, it's so expensive for one day, 17,000. But I would say that for your life, if you keep on popping antidepressants and sleeping pills, is that expensive or is this expensive? Are you worth it? Are you worth investing that money for you? I think I can invest lakhs and lakhs to make myself feel better. When I say better, I'm not saying only happy. I'm saying fit in the mind and the body and the spirit. And all that I've been doing is that in all these years. So if you feel that, oh, I'm quite sorted and everything, I was not. I've had my own journey to where I am. And yeah, it took me a lot of practice. And Anushri, I would still tell you again that start doing, did you do the scribbling on the drawing copy?
No.
You didn't. See, this is choice. I've been telling.
You asked me to do affirmations. I'm
But
writing
here
affirmations.
on these calls, have you been on these calls where I told about the scribbling thing?
No, I was not on one of those calls, maybe.
So the thing is, there's so much available which every day I'm talking. If you
I
go
hear to
and
them.
go and look at it.
Few of them. Yeah.
Definitely in one of them, I would have said about. Have I said the people here who have listened?
Yeah.
Yes, Vandana. Even I have started, and it's wonderful therapy.
Which video did Vandana mention this about? I would like to go back and listen.
You don't need to go back. Just listen now.
Okay. Yeah.
Buy a drawing copy.
Okay.
Take a pencil or a pen or whatever you want. Every day, just scribble on it.
Okay.
And later on, once you finish scribbling on one, or buy 10 drawing copies. Okay, once you finish scribbling on one full drawing copy, next drawing copy start doing just painting. Random. It can be like a nursery kid. I do like random stuff. I don't even know how to paint, and I'm not an artist. Okay, just take your paintbrush and just do something. Some colors. Put your hand in color and put the thing on the paper. do some designs over there. Indulge in activities that are childlike. Indulge in activities that take you off your head. Activities are important. When you're overthinking, the only way to come out of it is physical activity. For example, today I woke up at 4:30 and I cleaned my whole bathroom from top of the walls to everything, the sink, this, that, floor. It took me an hour, but I put myself into that activity. The moment you get into activity, you can't be into thinking. Okay, so you have to indulge in activities which involve not just mental work, which involve physical work. Okay, and then be present in that. Gardening, growing plants, drawing, sketching. Sketches don't have to be perfect. You don't have to draw or paint a Mona Lisa. You can just simply scribble. But doing those activities will get you out of your overthinking, 100%. But you have to do it. Okay, and this is very simple. Just going to the stationery, buying 10 drawing copies, buying paint, buying 2 paintbrushes, pencils, and then start every day. Become a kid. And if it doesn't change, then I will change my profession.
So people these days do that mandala filling of colors
mandala. These are such amazing tools. You have it all on YouTube. So many YouTube videos talk about drawing mandalas. Last time I was drawing like random. I was looking at YouTube and I was doing these concentric circles. Tuck, 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 tuck. It just frees you from your thinking because you're like completely into it. It is completely out of your mind. You don't have to use your mind for that. And the moment you stop using your mind and indulge in physical activities, that is really, really helpful to come out of overthinking. That's a first step. And then, of course, getting your bars done, learning access bars, learning new things. Meditation, I'm sorry, for depression is not the tool.
So maybe I think I have been doing this Shri Shri meditation from 2 days and I should stop doing that, I think.
I don't know if I remember having told you that not to do meditation, but please.
Is it okay to listen to Atman's 6 o'clock thing that she's doing?
Listen to
that
her,
is fine,
do the R5s, do. See, these are great facilitators. They know what they are doing, but don't do like random things. Meditation is not for depression. I'm telling it out loud here. Get that, people. If you're feeling highly depressed, don't do meditation.
I don't feel highly depressed, but I have every 2-3 months I have few days when I feel very low.
So those few days do physical activity.
And I've been doing this Sadhguru ka Shambhavi Mudra Kriya every day.
See, mudras is different. Mudras is not meditation. Meditation means closing your eyes and going into some other supernatural state and trying to think something which is. So what does the Vipassana say? Vipassana says when you're kind of thinking, I'm seeing light, violet light, this light, that light, then also you're outside of you. You're not in your body. When you're doing guided visualization, or you're also outside of your body, you're not in your body. Soul's Temple, why it is nice is because you're in your body, because you're concentrating on the body sensations and everything. Yet, still I would say, there are, you can't pop one pill for every disease, right? So you have to take expert advice when it is going overboard. When things are not, changing, then don't stop with just one workshop that you're attending right now. Go ahead, take therapies from somebody who's a good therapist, who knows his or her job. And it's important. I take therapies regularly. Regularly, I take therapies. And I know I require it because I'm always immersed in pool of emotions of so many people, leave alone my emotions. So there's nothing wrong in going and taking it. If we preachers of mental health will be not willing to take therapies, then what are we preaching? Then what are we showing to the world? That, you know, mental health is priority, mental health is important. But mental health is important. Because if the mental health was taken care of, physical health will never, ever, you know, get worse. So, yeah, so that is important. And if one thing is not working, please go out, find out. Like, for example, sound bowl healing is very good. You know, instead of meditation, if you can do a sound bowl, get a sound bowl healing session from someone, that's very good. So there are things which are required for this particular thing. This can work, but you can't do everything. Won't work for everything. Okay. And if you're not affirmations also, I remember one client, I was working and I gave her an affirmation, I live in the now. Okay. But probably it was not psychologically diagnosed depression at that time. And at that time, I was also very new. And then the next day, this lady calls me frantically and she's like, you know, in the bit of the night, I live in the now, बोलते बोलते सो गई और रात को 2 बजे जब मेरी आँख खुली तो मैं पूरी थी I live in the past. So it's scary, okay? So when it is out of control, don't do self remedy. Go to the doctor, go to the psychiatrist, go to a healer or a therapist. Take medicines. If not allopathic medicines, there are Bach flower medicines. There's homeopathy medicines. Do remedies and rescue remedy. And you know there are a couple of things. Walnut, Bach flower remedies are very good. If you read about Bach flower remedies, you can use Bach flower remedies. So when things are out of control, please don't just wait for you know, just one conversation with somebody. You have to go and get expert advice. Yeah, Ruby.
Vandana?
Yeah, one.
I just wanted to suggest that in those specific days that the person is mentioning that they are having low mood, if they can procure a moonstone, they are ideal. For if they are just a small few days, like 2 days or 3 days, especially
Yeah.
during the full moon or the new moon, when the emotions go haywire, the moonstone can really help.
Yeah. So, you know, you can consult somebody who knows about crystals and buy a crystal and keep it with you. Because again, in that also, don't just simply pick it up from the internet. Go and consult somebody who knows crystal healing and then do what is required. Because simply buying crystals and not knowing what to do won't be the, you know, best choice. So, yeah.
May I?
Yeah.
या तो वंदना, परसों हम बात कर रहे थे, मुझे नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है, जो कुछ उनको इमोशनल था ना, कुछ कि वो गिविंग रिसीविंग वाला था, जो कुछ प्रॉब्लम कि बहुत सारा वो दे रही हैं और रिसीव कुछ नहीं कर पा रही हैं.
हाँ, Geeta.
Yes,
About
yes.
Geeta she's talking.
गीता शायद, आई नो. तो उसमें मेरे को ऐसे आ रहा था बहुत ज्यादा कि मैंने अपने लिए क्या सिग्निफिकेंट रखा हुआ है. तो मैं भी पिछले 13 साल से एंटी डिप्रेसेंट्स पर हूँ. आपसे मेरा कंसल्टेंसी, मतलब मैंने कंसल्टेंसी भी लिया था आपसे. तो उस टाइम पे मेरे दिमाग में ये चीज चल रही थी कि मैं पूछूं, पर वो सेशन ओवर हो गया. और आज बाय चांस मैं इस सेशन पे हूँ और आज ये डिप्रेशन का ही टॉपिक चल रहा है. तो मैं भी अपनी लाइफ में, जैसे अभी मुझे कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, एक नया मेरे लाइफ में चैप्टर खुला है कि मैं पोएम्स आने लगी है मुझे अचानक से. और आई एम फीलिंग सो हैप्पी, सो ग्राउंडेड, एंड एक्सेस बार्स इज मतलब सपोर्ट इज विद मी. आई हैव डन एंटिटी क्लास आल्सो. तो इतना कुछ हो गया है, तो मुझे काफी अपने ऊपर विश्वास और कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया है. तो नाउ आई वांट टू गेट रिड ऑफ दोस पिल्स.
First, you have to change the language that I want to get rid of those pills.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So first you have to say that, okay, thank you pills. You have served me for 13 years. Now I would like to let you go. And choose something, you have to replace it first with something. Like for example, poems, अगर रोज poem लिख के या जो भी आपको करके मजा आ रहा है और तब पिल अगर नहीं लेना पड़ता है, then you can try that. But again, for example, how do you completely give away medicines? You don't just give it away हमेशा के लिए. Because first you have to see, like say, okay, one alternate days medicine नहीं लिया. अगर रोज ले रहे हैं तो alternate days कर दिया, या फिर 3 दिन में एक बार कर दिया, फिर 1 हफ्ते में एक बार किया. And of course, body processes, आपने body process सीखा है कि नहीं सीखा?
No.
So कुछ body processes भी हैं जो ये सब के लिए काम आ सकते हैं. Maybe we can talk about that, in person. So there are body processes which will help you come out of that. Because I gave one lady who had come to me for 6 months, she was taking sleeping pills. I just taught her daughter one body process. And that daughter did that for 1 month every day on the mother. That lady is completely out of pills. Just in 1 month.
ओके तो इस सेशन में मैं आपसे यही जानना चाह रही थी कि कुछ एफर्मेशंस हम इसके लिए भी कर सकते हैं क्या?
Affirmation, see, that is what I'm telling. Clinical depression एक ऐसी चीज नहीं है जो सिर्फ affirmation से चले जाएंगे. यही कह रही हूँ मैं कि clinical depression खाली affirmation से नहीं जाने वाला है. ठीक है, उसके लिए और काम करना पड़ता है, physical activity करना पड़ेगा और body में रहना पड़ेगा. क्योंकि depression is just not being in the body. बॉडी से हम बाहर निकल जाते हैं तभी हम हमारा माइंड ओवरथिंक करता है. ऑफ कोर्स हम सोल्स टेम्पल कर लेंगे उसके बारे में, लेकिन खाली वो पर्याप्त है कि नहीं मुझे नहीं पता है. आई डोंट थिंक सो. आई थिंक इट रिक्वायर्स मोर. ओके, सो दैट आई नो राइटिंग इज अ वेरी गुड थिंग. राइटिंग, एंड इफ नॉट एनीथिंग एल्स, राइट डाउन ऑल योर, व्हेन यू आर ओवरथिंकिंग, वो सारे थॉट्स को पेपर पे लिखो, उसको फाड़ो, छोटे 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 टुकड़े करो. पहले आधा, फिर और आधा और आधा और आधा, एकदम छोटे 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 टुकड़े करके उसको बर्न कर दो कि ओके, आई एम लेटिंग दिस गो, दिस थॉट इज गोइंग. सो ये सब छोटी छोटी एक्टिविटीज, वॉक, नेचर वॉक, ग्राउंडिंग, नंगे पैर मिट्टी पे चलना, मिट्टी हाथ में रख के बैठना. So these are the things you have to do. There are a lot of other things you can do, but you have to begin with, you have to do. Depression will not go away unless you do physical activity, period. Affirmations खाली करके नहीं जाने वाला.
Physical activity matlab you mean exercise and all that?
It can be exercise, it can be sports, it can be swimming. Swimming is a great tool. I
think you're right. When I used to do my physical activity every day, I never had it for 2 years. Like absolutely nothing.
Absolutely. This is only when we are sitting and thinking, we don't have any physical activity, then definitely all this will happen. Okay? So you have to indulge into physical activity. If your mind is hyperactive, you have to indulge in physical activity, no matter what. Even if, अभी तो लॉकडाउन है, अभी तो मैं क्वारंटीन में बाहर नहीं जा सकती हूँ, घर पे कूदो, घर पे स्किपिंग करो, घर पे डू अदर थिंग्स. सो करना चाहें तो बहुत कुछ है करने के लिए, पर अगर नहीं करना है और उसी में बने रहना है, उससे फायदा हो रहा है कुछ ना कुछ अगर, तो ठीक है, बिकॉज दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली चॉइस. एंड बाय द वे, इट्स नॉट कर्मा, लेट मी टेल यू. Depression is not karma. Depression is choice. And when you choose to come out of it, अगर आप ठान लोगे कि मुझे बाहर आना ही है इससे, तो आप आ जाओ. मैं एक टाइम पे मुझे मेरे कलीग ने बोला था कि वंदना, अभी जो तेरी हालत है, तेरे को अब दवाई लेनी पड़ेगी मेंटल डिप्रेशन की. तू अगर दवाई नहीं लेगी तो ये ठीक नहीं होने वाला है. बट उस दिन मैंने ठान लिया था कि अगर ये मुझे किसी बहुत अपने जो कोई है जो सच में मेरा हित चाहता है, और अगर वो बोल रहा है वो गलत नहीं बोल रहा है, लेकिन मुझे ये था कि अगर मैं इस कंडीशन पे पहुंची ना, तो इससे बाहर मैं खुद को लेके आऊंगी. मैं अब करूंगी, जो करने की जरूरत है वो मैं करूंगी, और मैं इससे बाहर आऊंगी. और मैं आ गई. ऑफ कोर्स मुझे एक गोली भी नहीं लेनी पड़ी. सो द थिंग इज, you have to mentally decide that no, I am going to come out of this. Every day I'm going to do what whatever the fuck it takes for me to come out of it. But thanks to whatever is my past, thank you for that. I'm choosing a different present. I'm choosing a different future. So yeah, I mean, so let's do some affirmations of being in the body. You know, it's not about depression. I want to do affirmations of being in the body.
Vandana, just can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
The moment you said I shouldn't do, I had a major energy let out. I have cried like anything, and I'm feeling so much better right now. Actually, I'm feeling lighter.
You're feeling lighter, right, Anushri?
Yeah. I had a major cry, and those series of burps and all those things just happened.
Exactly, and you got to you educate yourself a little more, Anushri, on access and entity work. And I know it's difficult. I see your difficulty. Okay, I acknowledge your difficulty, and I know it's possible to come out of it. Okay.
Hello, Vandana. Hello.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Like what you said, na, singing balls is excellent tool for coming out of depression. Like I've seen in my family, and
Yeah.
it works awesome. Like
Yes.
access works awesome. This is also wonderful tool for coming out of
Absolutely.
the thought process, negative and all that. It
Yes.
really activates your DNA system and activate your Neville thing, and it's
Yes.
awesome.
Sound bowl, yes. Sound bowl healing
Yeah,
is very
yeah.
good.
It's
I know
very
for a
good.
fact.
Very good.
So
Thank
yes,
you.
thank you, Deepta ma'am. So see, there are different remedies for different things. Don't think one remedy for everything is possible. And so this that I'm doing for 1 month is not just to spread Souls Temple. It is to spread awareness that there are so many things that are possible. It is not. I'm not obsessed about Souls Temple. Okay, Souls Temple is beautiful. I completely love it. And at the same time, I know everything is amazing. All the tools that I've learned are amazing and all the tools work. There are different, मतलब आपको अगर डाइजेशन की इश्यू है तो आप एक न्यूरोसर्जन के पास नहीं जाने वाले हो, राइट? अगर नर्वस सिस्टम की प्रॉब्लम है तो आप गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट के पास तो नहीं जाने वाले हो. So you have to figure out where to go, what to do, take consultancy. And, I don't have one way to tell you what to do, what not to do, but there are lot of, I wish I could start spreading this. Not I wish I could, I'm spreading awareness about it. But I think I'll do more of this. Because so many people don't even know which therapy to do for what. We simply think that one therapy can work for everything. No, one therapy doesn't work for everything. So for now, what I would say is today let's do a body touch meditation of Souls Temple. So that will be being in the body, like practically being in the body, not in the thoughts. Okay. So how are you going to do touch? For example, when I'm saying soles of the feet, you're going to touch your feet like this. Okay. Cool. Works. You can sit in your own whatever position you like to. And I'm going to take you all through this. There's a friend of mine, Astha Gulati in Bangalore, who teaches radical yoga, which works on the body and the affirmations also. There is affirmation and body work together. And she also teaches dance movement therapy. So these are good for, physical activity. And her charges are very reasonable, not at all expensive. Her name is Astha, Astha, Astha Gulati in Bangalore. So you can connect to her, or you can take, if anyone of you want to, you can take her number from me. So yeah, cool. Okay, we'll start with my overworking mind is my soul's temple. My overworking mind. My hyperactive mind. My hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. 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 My need to get carried away by my hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. My need to get carried away by my hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. My need to get carried away by my hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. My need to get carried away by my hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. My need to get carried away by my hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. My need to get carried away by my hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. My need to get carried away by my hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. My need to get carried away by my hyperactive mind is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active in my body is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic in my body is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic in my body is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic in my body is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic in my body is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic in my body is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic in my body is my soul's temple. My resistance to be physically active and energetic in my body is my soul's temple. Okay, so first let's touch the soles of the feet. Touch the soles of your feet simply. And I'm going to do a little bit of radical affirmations today. I'm not doing just the soles of the feet. For knowing more about it, you either have to learn radical healing through Atman's website or something. So don't ask me more questions about it, but just go through this, what I'm doing. And you can get in touch with Asta Gulati for doing the radical yoga also. So your hands are on the soles of your feet and say, accepting my ground reality, just the way it is my soul's temple. Accepting my ground reality, just the way it is my soul's temple. Accepting my ground reality, just the way it is my soul's temple. Accepting my ground reality, just the way it is my soul's temple. Accepting my ground reality, just the way it is my soul's temple. Accepting my ground reality, just the way it is my soul's temple. Accepting my ground reality, just the way it is my soul's temple. Touch the heels, okay? The heels, and when you're touching the heels, delegating my responsibilities is my soul's temple. 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 Touch your ankle, okay? Front of your ankle. Place both hands on both ankles. Operating from my core inner strength is my soul's temple. Operating from my core inner strength is my soul's temple. Operating from my core inner strength is my soul's temple. Operating from my core inner strength is my soul's temple. Operating from my core inner strength is my soul's temple. Operating from my core inner strength is my soul's temple. Operating from my core inner strength is my soul's temple. Touch your calf muscles. Your calf muscles, and say, releasing all stored emotional hurts from my body is my soul's temple. Releasing all stored emotional hurts from my body is my soul strength. Releasing all stored emotional hurts from my body is my soul strength. Releasing all stored emotional hurts from my body is my soul strength. Releasing all stored emotional hurts from my body is my soul strength. Releasing all stored emotional hurts from my body is my soul strength. Releasing all stored emotional hurts from my body is my soul strength. Releasing all stored emotional hurts from my body is my soul strength. Touch your shin bones opposite your calf muscles in the front and allowing the universe to nurture me. Allowing the universe to provide me adequate cushioning is my soul strength. Inviting the universe to provide me adequate cushioning is my soul strength. Inviting the universe to provide me adequate cushioning is my soul strength. Inviting the universe to provide me adequate cushioning is my soul strength. Inviting the universe to provide me adequate cushioning is my soul strength. Inviting the universe to provide me adequate cushioning is my soul strength. Inviting the universe to provide me adequate cushioning is my soul strength. Inviting the universe to provide me adequate cushioning is my soul strength. Place your hands on your knees, both your knees. Resisting change is my soul strength. 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 My need to resist change is my soul strength. My need to resist change is my soul strength. My need to resist change is my soul strength. My need to resist change is my soul strength. My need to resist change is my soul strength. My resistance to welcome change and be willing to change is my soul strength. My resistance to welcome change and be willing to change is my soul strength. My resistance to welcome change and be willing to change is my soul strength. My resistance to welcome change and be willing to change is my soul strength. My resistance to welcome change and be willing to change is my soul strength. My resistance to welcome change and be willing to change is my soul strength. My resistance to welcome change and be willing to change is my soul strength. Now place your hands on your thighs, central thighs, on top of your thighs as you're sitting. My attachment to my painful past is my soul strength. My attachment to my painful past is my soul strength. My attachment to my painful past is my soul strength. My attachment to my painful past is my soul strength. My attachment to my painful past is my soul strength. My attachment to my painful past is my soul strength. My need to be attached to the past is my soul strength. My need to be attached to the past is my soul strength. My need to be attached to the past is my soul strength. My need to be attached to the past is my soul strength. My need to be attached to the past is my soul strength. My need to be attached to the past is my soul strength. My resistance to remain present in my body is my soul strength. My resistance to remain present in my body is my soul strength. My resistance to remain present in my body is my soul strength. My resistance to remain present in my body is my soul strength. My resistance to remain present in my body is my soul strength. Place your hands on your lower abdomen, around like your ovaries and that area. And accepting the role of a woman joyfully is my soul strength. Accepting the role of a woman joyfully is my soul strength. Accepting the role of a woman joyfully is my soul strength. Accepting the role of a woman joyfully is my soul strength. Accepting the role of a woman joyfully is my soul strength. My overt sense of responsibility is my soul strength. My overt sense of responsibility is my soul strength. My overt sense of responsibility is my soul strength. My overt sense of responsibility is my soul's temple. My overt sense of responsibility is my soul's temple. My need to be overtly responsible is my soul's temple. My need to be overtly responsible is my soul's temple. My need to be overtly responsible is my soul's temple. My need to be overtly responsible is my soul's temple. My need to be overtly responsible is my soul's temple. My resistance to be responsible for my health as a priority is my soul's temple. My resistance to be responsible for my health as a priority is my soul's temple. My resistance to be responsible for my health as a priority is my soul's temple. My resistance to be responsible for my health as a priority is my soul's temple. Place your hands on your stomach area, and just the opposite side of the stomach is around your liver and spleen, somewhere around that area. I'm broadly covering the body parts, not all, whatever is required for now. So your stomach area and around on your stomach. The things that I cannot digest in my environment are my soul's temple. The things that I cannot digest in my environment are my soul's temple. The things that I cannot digest in my environment are my soul's temple. The things that I cannot digest in my environment are my soul's temple. The things that I cannot digest in my environment are my soul's temple. My need to control my expressions. My need to suppress, my need to control my expressions is my soul's temple. My need to control my true feelings is my soul's temple. My need to control my true feelings is my soul's temple. My need to control my true feelings is my soul's temple. My need to control my true feelings is my soul's temple. My need to control my true feelings is my soul's temple. My need to control my true feelings is my soul's temple. My need to control my true feelings is my soul's temple. My resistance to be authentic to myself first and then to others is my soul's temple. My resistance to be authentic to myself first and then to others is my soul's temple. My resistance to be authentic to myself first and then to others is my soul's temple. My resistance to be authentic to myself first and then to others is my soul's temple. My resistance to be authentic to myself first and then to others is my soul's temple. Take your hands on your breast and like your chest area, both your breasts. Just place your palms there, and my ability to nurture and be nurtured is my soul's temple. My ability to nurture and be nurtured is my soul's temple. My ability to nurture and be nurtured is my soul's temple. My ability to nurture and be nurtured is my soul's temple. My ability to nurture and be nurtured is my soul's temple. Okay, whatever feelings you're getting when you're placing your hands here, just address that this feeling is my soul's temple. Whatever is that feeling, I don't need to name it. This feeling is my soul's temple. 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 My need to feel this way is my soul's temple. My need to feel this way is my soul's temple. My need to feel this way is my soul's temple. My need to feel this way is my soul's temple. My need to feel this way is my soul's temple. My resistance to change this feeling is my soul's temple. My resistance to change this feeling is my soul's temple. My resistance to change this feeling is my soul's temple. My resistance to change this feeling is my soul's temple. My resistance to change this feeling is my soul's temple. Place your arms crossing your palms on your shoulders like this. Okay? Cross your hands and place it on your shoulders. Embracing myself at all times. Good and bad is my soul's temple. Embracing myself at all times, good and bad is my soul's temple. Embracing myself at all times, good and bad is my soul's temple. Embracing myself at all times, good and bad is my soul's temple. Embracing myself at all times, good and bad is my soul's temple. My past and my future are my soul's temple. My past and my future are my soul's temple. My past and my future are my soul's temple. My past and my future are my soul's temple. My past and my future are my soul's temple. My past and my future are my soul's temple. My resistance, my need to be either in the past or the future is my soul's temple. My need to be either in the past or the future is my soul's temple. My need to be either in the past or the future is my soul's temple. My need to be either in the past or the future is my soul's temple. My need to be either in the past or the future is my soul's temple. My resistance to be present in the now is my soul's temple. My resistance to be present in the now is my soul's temple. My resistance to be present in the now is my soul's temple. My resistance to be present in the now is my soul's temple. My resistance to be present in the now is my soul's temple. One hand on the third eye and one hand on your thymus. Like, okay, one hand on the third eye and one hand on the thymus. Being totally present and aware is my soul's temple. Being totally present and aware is my soul's temple. Being totally present and aware is my soul's temple. Being totally present and aware is my soul's temple. Being totally present and aware is my soul's temple. Being totally present and aware is my soul's temple. Being totally present and aware is my soul's temple. And then place your palms on your eyes. Seeing what I need to see clearly is my soul's temple. Clearly seeing what I need to see is my soul's temple. Clearly seeing what I need to see is my soul's temple. Clearly seeing what I need to see is my soul's temple. Clearly seeing what I need to see is my soul's temple. Hands on your ears. Listening to my inner voice and the universal guidance is my soul's temple. Listening to the inner voice and the universal guidance is my soul's temple. Listening to the inner voice and the universal guidance is my soul's temple. Listening to the inner voice and the universal guidance is my soul's temple. Listening to the inner voice and the universal guidance is my soul's temple. Place your palms on your nose. Appreciating myself and others is my soul's temple. 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 On your mouth. You can say it in your mind, what I'm saying. Expressing my words, using my ability to express in words wisely is my soul's temple. Using my ability to express in words wisely is my soul's temple. Using my ability to express in words wisely is my soul's temple. Using my ability to express in words wisely is my soul's temple. Using my ability to express in words wisely is my soul's temple. Your chin. Operating out of my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Operating out of my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Operating out of my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Operating out of my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Operating out of my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. The jawline. Covering your cheeks, your jawline. Just place your palms here. My stored anger is my soul's temple. 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 My need to store anger is my soul's temple. My need to store anger is my soul's temple. My need to store anger is my soul's temple. My need to store anger is my soul's temple. My need to store anger is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go the stored anger is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go the stored anger is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go the stored anger is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go the stored anger is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go the stored anger is my soul's temple. Place your hands on the back of your head. Okay. Back of your head, like how I placed. Um, Thinking in a balanced manner is my soul's temple. Okay. Remaining balanced in my balanced world is my soul's temple. Remaining balanced in my balanced world is my soul's temple. Remaining balanced in my balanced world is my soul's temple. Remaining balanced in my balanced world is my soul's temple. Remaining balanced in my balanced world is my soul's temple. Remaining balanced in my balanced world is my soul's temple. And on top of your head, connecting to the higher consciousness, through my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Connecting to the higher consciousness through my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Connecting to the higher consciousness through my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Connecting to the higher consciousness through my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Connecting to the higher consciousness through my inner wisdom is my soul's temple. Rising and resolving all my situations through higher consciousness is my soul's temple. Rising and resolving all my situations through higher consciousness is my soul's temple. Rising and resolving my situations through higher consciousness is my soul's temple. Rising and resolving situations through my higher consciousness is my soul's temple. Rising and resolving my situations through higher consciousness is my soul's temple. Your, the karate point, this point, where you do EFT, this point, okay? First you can touch your left and then you can touch your right hand, one by one. Breaking all patterns, when your left hand, when you're touching your left hand, this edge of the left hand, like this, say breaking all patterns of giving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Breaking all patterns of giving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Breaking all the patterns of giving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Breaking all patterns of giving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Breaking all patterns of giving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Right hand, the karate point. Breaking the patterns of receiving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Breaking the patterns of receiving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Breaking the patterns of receiving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Breaking the patterns of receiving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Breaking the patterns of receiving that are not contributing is my soul's temple. Like a namaste position in around your heart center. And head bow down. Bowing in humility to the collective consciousness and choosing to not be at the effect of it. Confidently is my soul's temple. Bowing in humility to the collective consciousness and confidently choosing not to be at the effect of it is my soul's temple. Bowing in humility to the collective consciousness and confidently choosing not to be at the effect of it is my soul's temple. bowing in humility to the collective consciousness and confidently choosing not to be at the effect of it is my soul's temple. Bowing in humility to the collective consciousness and confidently choosing not to be at the effect of it is my soul's temple. Open your arms wide, like this. Open your arms wide like this, and now look up, head high and hands open. Activating and exponentializing my receiving from the divine, from the beings of light, is my soul's temple. Activating and exponentializing my receiving from the beings of light is my soul's temple. Activating and exponentializing my receiving from the beings of light is my soul's temple. Activating and exponentializing my receiving from the beings of light is my soul's temple. Activating and exponentializing my receiving from the beings of light is my soul's temple. Cross your palms over your chest, finally, here, like this. Your heart center. Rejoicing and cherishing this, the gift of this body and life is my soul's temple. Rejoicing and cherishing the gift of my body and being alive is my soul's temple. Rejoicing the gift of this body and cherishing the fact that I am alive is my soul's temple. Rejoicing the gift of this body and cherishing the fact that I'm alive is my soul's temple. Rejoicing the gift of this body and cherishing the fact that I'm alive is my soul's temple. Rejoicing the gift of this body and cherishing the fact that I'm alive is my soul's temple. Finally, hands on the navel. My fear of unknown is my soul's temple. 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 My need to be fearful of the unknown is my soul's temple. My need to be fearful of the unknown is my soul's temple. My need to be fearful of the unknown is my soul's temple. My need to be fearful of the unknown is my soul's temple. My resistance to be willing to embrace uncertainty and explore the unknown is my soul's temple. My resistance to be willing to embrace uncertainty and explore the unknown is my soul's temple. My resistance to be willing to embrace uncertainty and explore the unknown is my soul's temple. My resistance to be willing to embrace uncertainty and explore the unknown is my soul's temple. My resistance to be willing to embrace uncertainty and explore the unknown is my soul's temple. I'm getting one more position. Place your hands beneath your sitting position, beneath your bums. Okay. The position that I've taken in my life is my soul's temple. The position that I've taken in my life is my soul's temple. The position that I've taken in my life is my soul's temple. The position that I've taken in my life is my soul's temple. The position that I've taken in my life is my soul's temple. My need to stick to the position that I've taken, good or bad, is my soul's temple. My need to be stuck to the position that I've taken, good or bad, is my soul's temple. My need to be stuck to the position that I've taken, good or bad, is my soul's temple. My need to be stuck to the position that I've taken, good or bad, is my soul's temple. My need to be stuck to the position that I've taken, good or bad, is my soul's temple. My need to be stuck to the position that I've taken, good or bad, is my soul's temple. My resistance to move and change this position is my soul's temple. My resistance to move and change this position is my soul's temple. My resistance to move and change this position is my soul's temple. My resistance to move forward and change this position is my soul's temple. My resistance to move forward and change this position is my soul's temple. Connect, release your hand, connect to your body, head to toe. Head to toe, sense how you're feeling right now in the body. Every cell of your body, every part of your body, how are you feeling right now? Thank your body. Acknowledge the comfort and the discomfort. And be willing to change. Choose that change that works. Choose that change that creates a greater reality for you. Choose that change that creates a greater body for you. Choose that change that works in favor of you. Choose that change that works in favor of you and planet Earth. And acknowledge to yourself that so far all that has been happening in my life, I made a choice. I was choosing that. And to have a different future, the only thing I have to do is change my choices of the present. Changing my choices of the present to create a greater, brighter future for me and planet Earth is my soul's temple. Changing my choices of the present to create a greater, brighter future for me and planet Earth is my soul's temple. Changing my choices of the present to create a greater, brighter future for myself and planet Earth is my soul's temple. Changing my choices of the present to create a greater, brighter future for myself and planet Earth is my soul's temple. Changing my choices of the present to create a greater, brighter future for myself and planet Earth is my soul's temple. Imagine as if the planet Earth is a beautiful ball in your hand between your two palms. A beautiful golden ball, this planet Earth. You are inside of it and you are outside also. You're an infinite being who knows exactly what the Earth requires. Breathe in the universal healing energy and from your heart center, let it radiate into the entire Earth. Breathe in the universal healing energy from your crown chakra. Let it radiate from your heart center into this ball in your hand, this beautiful Earth that we all are living. Breathe in from the crown and radiate from your heart center into the planet. This Earth is my soul's temple. Now let the Earth become huge and become the small part that you are of the planet Earth. Like how you're sitting right now inside this Earth. And from that being a small part of this whole huge planet Earth, acknowledge this Earth, this home is my soul's temple. This home called Earth 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 is my soul's temple. Being joyful and contributing more joy to the earth is my soul's temple. Being joyful and contributing more joy to the earth is my soul's temple. Being joyful and contributing more joy to the earth is my soul's temple. Being joyful and contributing more joy to the earth is my soul's temple. Being joyful and contributing more joy to the earth is my soul's temple. And then you can rub your hands and place it on your eyes. Open your eyes. And if your eyes are already open, you can unmute and speak. How are you feeling right now?
Really beautiful, really awesome. Matlab, no words to tell.
This was very nice, very nice.
I was totally lost, Vandana. I was
Even I was
unable to
lost
listen to your last words. I was so lost. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Really,
Feeling
thank you
so
so
light.
much.
Can we do this every morning?
Thank you.
You can listen to the recording. I will be posting it soon.
Thank
Can
you,
we do this?
Yeah,
Vandana.
it's beautiful.
I
Yes,
It's
will proceed.
beautiful.
This you can do touching your body, because it's in a way getting in touch with your body and being present in your body. So you can do this. This
Every
is
day?
every day. Yes, you can do this every day. It's not possible that you feel low if you do this every day. This is like just,
Yeah, it's true.
it came to me right now, and I'm just like, I'm just grateful for what is shown.
And then
Thank you.
This is so regenerating.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you.
Anushri,
Lovely
Anushri,
session.
how are you feeling?
yeah, I'm feeling so much better.
Isn't it? So
Yeah.
please make sure that at least this last bit, I don't know how to cut audios and videos, otherwise I would have just cut this in. But anyway,
Right.
I mean, anybody else who can help me with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, do this every day,
Yes.
okay?
Okay.
The last bit of this entire thing, touching the body, it will help. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
It was
Bye-bye.
really awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear.